I regret my coup allegations should have been more circumspect, FFK says. Wow. I know that, the meeting said Atiku had meeting with 7 military chiefs indoors, and nobody really knew the content of that meeting and the outcome of the meeting. So FFK alleged that Atiku had indoor closed door meeting with the military and probably planning coup d'etat. Okay, probably planning coup to overturn the government or institute a government that is not of everybody. Based on that allegation, it went viral, and the military had to deny that they had any discussion with Atiku that has to do with coup or trying to overturn the government. And they also confirmed and reaffirmed that they are loyal to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and they will not do anything that is inimical or destructive to our democracy. Okay? And based on that, they had to invite FFK, Femi Fani-Kayode, to come and explain how he got his information that military is planning a coup with Atiku to overturn the government or institute a non-constitutional government in place. Okay, so they gave FFK 48 hours to come, or what will happen, he will not like it. Initially, he was trying to do gra, like he's not going to go. They did not, he didn't see a letter, but after a while, he saw an invitation letter mandating him to be at the defense headquarters for within 48 hours. Or whatever he will see, let him take it. Okay, I think he has gone now, and he has been grilled by the military. Let's hear what he has to say. Now he started by saying, I regret my coup allegations should have been more circumspect. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Because all this political propaganda that all of them are creating, they thought they could mess around with the military. Let's see what he has to say more. Former Minister for Aviation Chief Femi Fani-Kayode has expressed regret over the purported military coup he alluded to in a recent statement, declaring that FFK himself should have been more circumspect in his postulation over such sensitive national security issues. Can you imagine? He recounted at a press conference last night, followed over 5 hours of grilling by the interrogators at the Department of State Services, DSS, who apparently coerced to eat his words. The APC Presidential Council member and director of new media said he actually did not accuse anyone but raised posers over alleged meeting with the PDP presidential candidate and military chief, adding, however, that he should have handled the matter differently given its serious national security implication. So you don't know, at his level in government, at his level in playing politics, he does not know he does not know how to be circumspect. He does not know how to verify things before you dish them out to the public. Now, wow. He insisted that his intention for raising the alarm was to ensure that the authorities are on top of their game and investigate Atiku. Given his experience with the DSS, FFK said, I was subjected to very thorough grilling. They were inquisitive and it was very professional. At the same time, I must say they were polite, reasonable, and rational. Though it was quite an ordeal, I felt I was treated fairly. I was not oppressed. They were not acting on the orders of the People's Democratic Party. Can you imagine? He's still talking. So because the People's Democratic Party actually said he should be arrested and locked up, okay, and dealt with, okay, but DSS did not handle him in that manner. That's what he's trying to say. In the course of the investigation, he said that he realized that his position regarding a phantom coup plot by anybody for that matter was untenable and regrettable. So FFK agreed with his interrogators that he should have sought clarification on the matter through the back channels available to him rather than rush to social media. He admitted that his action gave credibility to otherwise fake news that has a basis at all. There has no basis at all. Can you imagine? Sometimes we need to be circumspect because the medium that issued that statement was faceless. And of course, when I say something on my Twitter handle, it is the whole world is listening, and apparently what I said sent shockwaves in a lot of places, and some people were really hot. And I think it is regrettable and it was a mistake. And I was the first to acknowledge that when things are not done in the right way. Okay, on why he failed to the trap of not checking out the validity of his allegations before going public, Chief Fani Kayode admitted that he was shocked by what he called the fog of war. According to him, the media outlets of the two rival APC and PDP are at war, literally, not really. So you know. On the issue of being circumspect, sometimes when you are at a waterfront, your decision and judgment sometimes become jaundiced by what is referred to as fog of war. In other words, in a struggle or fight. And this is a fight. It is a war. Politics is a war by other means. So all of us are in the middle of a war. Bayo, Felix, their Dele is there. Okay, Felix is there. Dele is there. Idris, Festus is there. And all the others. We are in the middle of a war, and the media section is actually the one at the forefront. Sometimes when you are experiencing that fog of war, you make mistakes, you say things that perhaps you need not say. Can you imagine? That means you are not a good warrior, you are not a good captain, you are not strategic. That is what it means. So you may say the right thing at the wrong time and wrong thing at the right time if there is anything like that. Look, nobody is infallible. Nobody is infallible. The most important thing is you learn from your mistakes. When it comes to national security, we all need to be exceptionally careful. He stressed that he never believed that the military is against democracy, adding that he was aroused when the allegations mentioned Atiku and he had to go overboard without looking at the implications. Can you imagine? So that is what has happened. Femi Fani-Kayode is recounting his experience with the DSS, having invited him to come and explain himself on that allegation. He admitted that he must have said it in error. He's at war with other political parties, especially PDP, and that war, you can say the right thing at the wrong time or the wrong thing at the right time, whichever way it comes. And sometimes you can make mistake. Nobody is infallible. He admitted that he should have been more circumspect than just blowing out things on the Twitter handle, and said the media had to blow it out of proportion. And that was what happened. And then it sent shockwaves to the society. Obviously. Therefore, come out in red cap, put them somewhere, lock and first, come out oxygen for them, make it stay without air for a while. Because by the time he comes back, he will know that governance is not a thing of just talking blah 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 like what I don't know, like parrot without control. Almost all of them that are made spokespersons and spokesperson, media publicity persons in those political parties are just talking without reservation, especially PDP and APC. And that is why Fani Kayode is talking here that he is at war, or they are at war with PDP. And he mentioned all their spokesperson, media and publicity persons across both parties, that is PDP and APC, and they're all at war. And he called it for at war in the other way. Can you imagine? Using other methods, which means war of words, war of character assassination, war of psychological attacks, war of propaganda. That is what they're doing. Do we really need that? Do we have to play politics to that level? It is unfortunate. We shouldn't. We shouldn't. So FFK is back from the office of DSS after interrogation, and he is saying that they interrogated him, but they were fair to him. They did not maltreat him, though it was awful, but he can confess that they were fair to him, that they didn't maltreat him the way PDP wanted it to be done. This guy, every day he keeps fooling himself. Every day he keeps doing things I shouldn't do at his age. Quite unfortunate for somebody like him. So that is Femi Fani-Kayode confession after being interrogated by DSS on the purported coup plot between DSS military chiefs and Atiku. Okay, I think this should be humiliating to him at his age, at his level in politics, at his level in society. He keeps on losing his integrity, losing his respect day by day. So let him just go and sleep and stop talking for now until after election. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment.